Thank you. All right. Look at you.
Yeah. We're both going to be in it. It's a big lens. So, I'm AJ Camacho here with MMA Latest News, and I'm here with Bellator bantamweight fighter LC Davis. Thanks for talking today.
No problem.
And congratulations, you got a big fight ahead of you, Bellator 143, former champion Joe Warren. How did that fight come about? Was that in progress? Did you have to rally for that? Was it the fans calling for it? How did it really come together?
I think Bellator just gave me the opportunity. They matched us up. We were on the same card. My last fight, he lost the belt. After that fight, I said I wanted to fight the winner of the main event or the loser, and I ended up getting the loser.
And then how soon do you think it was the show, the epic battle you had with Tokoro? Was that really what built up momentum to get that fight, you think?
Absolutely. I think that gave me a lot of momentum towards the bantamweight title shot, and Joe Warren just lost the belt, and he's a fan favorite and Bellator favorite guy, so it's a big fight for me, and it's going to be a huge win for me.
And stylistically, you two, when you get two wrestlers like you guys, two foundational wrestlers the way you guys are, a lot of times that'll negate itself, and it can turn into a real crazy brawls. And I mean, that could potentially happen here. Are you training with that in mind, that could happen?
Absolutely, man. I feel like this fight could be even more of a brawl than my last fight. And, Joe Warren, he's an aggressive fighter. He comes after you straightforward, and I got to meet fire with fire. And like you said, with two wrestlers, I feel like I can stop some of his takedowns, and that's going to make him stand up with me, and that won't be a good night for him, though.
And he is more of a decision fighter. He likes to take guys down immediately, hold them down. Loss-wise, he's lost 4 times, 2 by submission, 2 by KO. He's kind of like a multifaceted loser in that regard. When you see that, which way do you think it'll go? Do you think you're going to be looking for the knockout, or do you think it's going to have to come down to a submission?
I'm always looking for the knockout, man. I feel like that would be my best way to win. He's been knocked out before. Your chin doesn't really recover from that, especially with age and time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to test his chin for sure, and I feel like if it goes to a decision, I just got to outwork him. I got to win every round, win every little small battle, and that's how I can win a decision too. Like you said, he's very good at winning decisions, so I'm going to try to avoid the judges. And if all possible, I'm going to try to put him to sleep before we get to the judges.
Definitely. And so you're mindful that maybe a minute, 30 seconds before the round ends, he's going to be looking for that point takedown that a lot of guys like that like
Absolutely.
to go for.
From what I watched, he likes to go for the takedown early in the fight, early in the round, and at the end of the round. So I got to be aware of that. I got to stop those takedowns, and that's the name of the game. He's a great wrestler, so I got to expect him. He might get one of those takedowns, but I'm going to get right back up, and I'm going to put some leather in his face when I get back up.
Yeah, I remember his fight with Gavao. He came out immediately with a double leg, and he just took a knee because he didn't set up the takedown. I think he lost one of his fights because of that. And then when you know that this is another potential fight of the year candidate for you coming up, that you took a lot of damage in the last fight. Does that give you pause or hesitation, knowing that you could take some damage on this?
Not at all, man. It actually gives me confidence knowing that I can go through anything, man. I can go through the fire and I can come out stronger. Nothing's going to stop me right now. I feel like I'm on a mission that no one can stop. I'm on an unstoppable mission, and I'm destined to get that world title.
Because when you broke your jaw, you didn't even know that happened, right? Like in the moment, you just something was weird going on, but you didn't know.
I felt my mouth fill up with blood, and I thought I had bit my tongue. I really didn't know what was going on. Actually, until I got back into the locker room and I seen my teeth, I was like, holy crap. But yeah, man, like I said, nothing's going to stop me right now. I'm determined to win this fight, and my mental game is on point. My conditioning's on point. It's just nothing that can stop me right now, including Joe Warren.
We've spoken before. Typically, you head out to Coconut Creek with American Top Team headquarters. When are you going to head out and take care of that?
I've already been out to American Top Team. I went out there for 2 weeks towards the end of August, and it was great, man. I learned so much out there. I got to train with a lot of high-level guys and a lot of great coaches. I really want to thank Mike Brown. He helped me out a lot. Just getting to work with someone that was a former world champion like Mike Brown, he knows the game. He's the stuff that he showed has been battle tested, and that gave me confidence too. Just knowing that the things that I'm working on with him, he's done. They've been tested in battle, and I'm gonna use those things. And I just became a better fighter going out there.
I've always been curious. Does Mike Brown, does he teach because he was kind of known for doing that headbutt thing where he would headbutt because he broke both of Uriah Faber's fists. A lot of people think that was like an accident that happened. But you could see him lining up that soccer spot on his head with those fists. Does he actually teach that as a technique?
He didn't really teach me that. No, he didn't teach me that. I'm going to try to avoid the punches.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all about the sweet science, man. It's all about hit and not be hit. Of course, the fans want to see your jaw get broke and see you get beat up. But I'm looking to do damage and not take damage this time, you know. And if I do, you know, get hit a couple times, so be it. I know I can handle that.
Yeah, definitely. After what you've been through. How has boxing training been going? Who is your boxing coach?
Master Melvin. I work with Master Melvin Wesley. He's one of the best boxing coaches in Kansas City, probably the best boxing coach in Kansas City. I also work with Doug Ward with my boxing, and I work with Wes Wasmer on my Muay Thai. So my stand-up game is on point. My jiu-jitsu game, I'm working with Travis Conley and KCBJJ. I got all my bases covered, man. I got Dusty Spalding and Jason Hyde working with my wrestling. I did some work with Coach Eric Aiken. I also have a Greco Olympic 2016 Olympic hopeful that's been here this week helping me out with my Greco. So I covered all my bases. I left no stone uncovered, no stone unturned, and I'm ready to go.
With your age, is there a sense of urgency with these upcoming fights?
Absolutely. You know, I'm not getting any younger, and I know the time is now. You know what I mean? I'm placed with this opportunity. You know, I can't afford to lose and climb back up the ranks. You know, the time for me is now, and you don't get many chances like this in life. I feel like I had a chance like this before back in the WC. I was one fight away from fighting Jose Aldo for the first ever UFC belt, and I lost that fight, and it still left a sour taste in my mouth. And I feel like now is my second chance, and you don't get too many second chances in life, so I'm gonna make the most of this one.
That's awesome. And are you gonna try to get another fight in before the year's over, or are you trying to time it up with the winner of with
Galvao
yeah.
and Dantos? I would love to fight whenever they want me to fight, man. I love fighting. Like I said, I'm not getting any younger, so I want to get as many fights in as I can. I want to make as much money as I can, and but the goal is to get the belt. You know, I want to win this fight and get my title shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good fight for you. He's a decision fighter, but you have the wrestling to kind of negate that. If it turns into a brawl on paper, you're better suited for that scenario. It's going to be an awesome fight. I know I'm looking forward to it. Is there anybody else you want to thank, like sponsors or anything like that?
Yeah, I would like to thank Hayabusa. I would like to thank Upgrade Marketing Group. They get all my sponsors and stuff. My manager, Mike Kogan, my wife, Kylie Shepard, all my guys here at American Top Team HD, and then as well as all the people that help me at American Top Team headquarters.
Cool. That's it for me. Thank you. Cool. Thank you so much.